Hey, it's Gavin speaks. The world is in big trouble right now. This is spiritual warfare, and we have to prepare ourselves for what's to come in 2022. A lot of changes are happening on the planet right now. There's riots going on in different countries, and people are fighting against the system, right? People are aware of what's going on, people are aware of the agenda. We're being forced and manipulated into taking something that, quite frankly, we don't necessarily need. It's been called something that protects us from this virus when actually it doesn't. You can still get it and pass it on. And for some people, they actually get worse. So we want to be very careful in what we put into our bodies. We want to be consuming a diet that's associated with alkalinity, healing the body, growing, expanding, becoming your greatest version, also raising your vibration. You can look and research into Dr. Sebi. He passed away about 2, 3, or maybe even 5 years ago. And he was able to heal people of certain diseases, incurable diseases in the world, right? Such as cancer, diabetes, sickle cell anemia. And we want to understand that actually Mother Nature is the source, Mother Nature is the key. And when we tap more into that, we can heal our bodies, minds, and spirits, raise our vibration, and be more happy, sentient beings. But they want us to think the opposite. They want to use chemicals in order to heal the body. They want to use something inorganic, putting something into organic and expecting it to heal us. Have you seen in science that they never heal the problem? They never cure the problem. They only suppress it. They never heal the problem. They just focus on the symptoms rather than going to the core. And so us as chosen ones, we need to go to the core of what's happening on the planet right now. People are waking up and realizing that the government, it's specifically in the UK, are having parties, right? Last year, Christmas time, right? The government were having parties here in the UK whilst everyone else was on lockdown. And it's been exposed here in the UK. You can find it, research it on the internet. And the funny thing is, it's like, well, if they can do that, what else can they do? What else are they not telling us, right? What else is behind the scenes? And so we have to realize that we don't want to believe in what we see on the tell lie vision, which tells lies on your vision, right? They use the media as a way to create a program, okay? That's why they call it television program, to program your mind to think and believe in a certain way, right? Which creates reality, which reality is different for everyone, right? And now you're seeing the world in this way where it's all fear, gloom, and doom, right? Everything is bad, right? Everything's crazy on the planet right now, right? And so we create this neural association. We start to be programmed, especially over the last 2 years, 2.5 years. All that's been thrown at us is fear, fear, fear around this particular pandemic and the virus. And so now it creates this association. Some people have more fear. Some people are just like, screw you. I'm do what I need to do. I'm a sovereign being. I'm a follow my path. I'm gonna go outside. I'm not gonna wear a mask, and going against the system, being a rebel to what they say that we should do, putting rules on us and things like this. And so what we have to realize is actually there's more behind the scenes. It's a spiritual warfare. We see the physical reality of what's happening right now, but actually they're doing this because there's something spiritual happening behind the scenes that we can't see with the human eye. We can't hear with the human ear, right? We can't feel it, we can't touch it. Unless you're very tapped in, you know that actually there's a war going on. And the chosen ones are coming to the planet more and more. So part of the agenda, I believe, is sterilization, right? So that the chosen ones can no longer come through in the planet, right? And so they're wanting people to take the booster, right? They're wanting people to, there's a Omicron variant now. There's going to be more and more variants, right? Because it's all a money scheme, right? It's about money, right? And so there's going to be more and more variants. They're going to create more and more variants so that there's more and more vaccines that need to be paid for. And somewhere, someone is getting extremely wealthy from selling all of these vaccines, all right? And we have to understand that the wealthy person that's making all of this money creates the problem and then creates the solution so that they become wealthy, right? They play both sides of the coin so that they win. This is one of the arts of war. This is one of the manipulation tactics that they use. And they look as if they're the good person, when in actuality, they are the person controlling and manipulating the minds of the humans, and then using politicians and the media and stuff like this to control where people are going and what they're doing. We have to wake up on the planet and realize that this is all about sterilization on the spiritual realm. And so the chosen ones can no longer come through on the planet and send messages out just like this one, right? And change and alter the vibration. This is all about stopping people ascending into 5D. This is all about stopping ascension. As they stop people ascending into the 5D, if they stop people ascending into unconditional love, it gets people to stay here within this realm. And when people stay here within this realm and they keep on coming back and back and again, they get to survive. They get to live on, right? We are their food. We are the food that they absorb. In the spiritual realm, when fear, right, in the movie Monsters, right, I think it was Monsters Inc., right, fear fills up the battery. Fear gives energy, right? And so they will go around scaring kids, right? Little kids, the chosen ones, right? Go and watch the movie, very powerful, very spiritual. A lot of these Disney movies have spiritual messages within it, especially Marvel as well has spiritual messages. A lot of movies have hidden messages buried in it. And that's what they do. They tell us what they're doing subliminally. They tell us what they're doing or what they plan to do so that it doesn't create any karma. They're telling us, they're putting it right in front of our faces, telling us what they're going to do. And as you do that, you don't create any karma for yourself because I told you I was going to do this, right? And so they have hidden messages in the movies. Anyway, back to Monsters Inc., right? Monsters Inc., right? They scare the children. And when they scare the children, the monsters, when they scare the children, what happens is the battery, the energy source goes up. This is how the inorganic ones think in the spiritual realm, right? In the spiritual realm, they need to make us feel fear so that they can feel good. That's how they survive. And so they need us to survive. We are their food. And so that's why it's so important not to step into the arena of fear, but step into the arena of love. You want to hold God in your heart, right? And know that's the truth. And you want to focus on the energy of unconditional love. You are source. You are a part of the grand creator. You are the most high. You are a part of the most high. You are a part of the universe. And these reptilians or inorganic ones are here to suck energy. What does a reptilian energy do? It needs to find heat, right? Or what does a leech do? It needs to suck out energy from some other source, right? What does a parasite do? A parasite cannot survive without you feeding it, without having a host. And so these parasites, these inorganic ones, are controlling the planet in order to gain power, energy, vitality, right? What we would call vitality, so that they can survive. And so they know that they can't move on to the next level. We can, as the chosen ones. And so the more and more people, the more and more chosen ones that come to this planet through the womb, man, right? The more the planet's going to change, more people are going to wake up, and they don't want that. Not only that, it's about money and power and control, so that they can gain more money, so they can create more control, right? Now they're, putting out the green passes, stopping people from traveling, can't go into certain social environments, and they're creating pressure. And what we don't understand is that we're losing our freedoms. 2022 is on the way. It's only going to get worse unless we wake up and realize there are countries that are winning, right, through riots, right, through protests, that they don't want this green pass, they don't want the vaccine, they don't want all of this stuff, right? Even children in school have their own choice to take the vaccine or not. Like, I'm talking about 13-year-olds, 10-year-olds, they have their own choice whether or not they want to take the vaccine. But, if they were to take cigarettes or alcohol to school, they'll be like, what the hell are you doing, right? Recently we had, I had someone come to the house and put down special poison for these, I think they're called furrow ants, right? And we had this discussion about what's going on the planet right now. Now, he came in, we don't even know who he is, but then he started talking about how, the vaccine mandates is a bunch of crap and he doesn't believe in it. At first, he took the vaccine, but then as he started to do more and more research, he realized that actually they're trying to control the planet. This is just a random person that came to our house. And so the more that you talk and you communicate with people, instead of looking at what's on the news and what everyone else is doing, you start to realize that more and more people on the planet are realizing this is a whole bunch of crap, right? And so be careful the neural association, the programming that you're putting into your brain. I suggest in 2022, you focus on programming yourself, right? I suggest in 2022, you create your own world by creating a powerful internal dialogue on what you choose to believe about what's going on in the world. Hold the power in your heart, hold love in your heart, and operate from unconditional love. Now, one of the most powerful things you can do in 2022 is raise your vibration correctly, right? Not through trying to be happy or forcing yourself to be happy or using positive thinking, not trying to indulge in things that, raise your vibration or you assume to raise your vibration, but actually raising your core vibration, right? We all have a core vibration, meaning like a default vibration of where we resonate at, right? Yes, you might feel good on one day, bad on another day, but there's a core vibration that you always snap back to. And I'm sure you've seen it in your life where you'll get happy for a little period of time and then you snap back to a normal basic level, right? And so that's what we have to realize, that there's a core vibration in which we all resonate at, okay? We all resonate at different frequencies. And when you can change your core vibration, guess what? Manifestation comes a lot easier. And so if you want to see change in the world, you've got to change your core vibration. If you want to see change in your own world, meaning creating more money, success, happiness, joy, fulfillment, abundance, starting the business that you want, getting the body that you want, following through on what you're saying you're going to do, you need to raise your core vibration. Life becomes a lot easier when you raise your vibration, right, properly, your core vibration. And so I would love to support you in raising your core vibration, okay? First, you need to go ahead and get the free energy reading and the manifestation diagnosis session in the description, okay? Or at alchemyenergyreading.com. Okay, go to the link in the description, click on it, enter in your email, and send us your information on what you want to manifest and create into your life. And we'll do an energy reading for you to find out what core vibration you're resonating at and how to get to a higher vibrational frequency, how to get to a higher core vibrational frequency. This is powerful stuff and it's changing my students and clients' lives, and it will change yours too. Alternatively, if you want to learn more about this, you can check out my unlisted secret playlist on how to raise your vibration correctly over here. It's a 3-part series, or check out my previous video over here. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.